Hello.
Hello.
How we doing?
We doing. How you doing,
Oh, we
buddy?
sure I sure do be doing.
Yep, I'm here and I'm queer.
Nice.
Dinner and we did so many things.
Wow.
Yeah, I did one of the things that I've been putting off for how long have we lived here?
Ages. It has been months.
Getting my desk properly set up.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was set up like briefly, and then we fucked it all up for the bug spray.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but it
I
still
just
wasn't set up
finished.
the way that I want it. Now it's actually getting set up
Oh,
properly.
nice. I just finished partially uh submitting another reapplication for student loan repayment assistance. Um
Woohoo!
basically means for the past every 6 months since graduating university, I have to fill out a form telling the government that I am not making enough money to repay my student loans. And then I say, here, this is the amount of money that I make uh, in a month. And then every 6 months they're like, you're right, that's not enough, so you're okay. But now I realized that there's a second version of the form that you can fill out if you have a disability.
Oh, fun.
And seeing as I just got my shiny new autism in the mail last month.
Congrats on the officialtism.
Thank you. Um I was like, all right, let me see what the perks of the premium package are like. Um but it does mean that I have to fill out a form that I have to then send to my psychologist so that so that she can be like, "Yep, yeah, he's actually autistic." Um, and I have learned that a lot of like psychological clinics do get not unsubstantial income stream from people that need to fill out forms.
Mm,
So not looking forward to whatever fee I have to pay to get that done. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that psychologists don't shouldn't get paid for stuff like that.
yeah, but still, sounds like a lot.
But yeah. So that's been my adulting task for today, not to use the cringy millennial term, but yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta do the things that you don't want to do that keep you living, and those are what we call adulting.
Quite often you have to do that. Yeah. But it's not that bad. It was the main trouble was navigating the Canadian student loan website because there's actually a separate website for Alberta student loans, but then if you sign into that one and you're specifically going for to like apply for repayment assistance, it just takes you straight to the Canadian student loan website.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I'm gonna let the professionals sort that shit out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Sounds a little, and I do not say this word lightly, wonkalicious.
That's not a word I don't think anyone should use lightly. That's a
No,
powerful word.
it is a powerful word. but
Yeah.
I think it applies here.
Yeah. On the bright side, I have been absolutely engrossed in a game that Rachel has gotten me into. I don't know if you're familiar with the masterpiece that is Tiny Bookshop.
I am not, but that sounds rad as hell.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so fun. You move to it's the town is kind of like if it's like if the town from Steven Universe was set in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay,
It's like if Steven Universe was from Portland.
gotcha.
Um,
So I'm
so
getting Steven Universe, but like if he went to Gravity Falls.
kind of, yeah. And you're like new to town, and you're just you're towing this literally like trailer-sized bookshop with you. And the game is every day you go to a different part of the town, and different parts of the town mean that you need to stock your shelves with different sort of amounts of different kinds of books. Like some areas of town need more crime books, some need more like travel books, some need more fact books. And you got to play it by ear, and then you can decorate your trailer in a way that also optimizes the likelihood of people buying certain genres of books.
Hmm.
And people will like come in and they will ask you for recommendations, and because a lot of the books in the game that you can recommend to people are real books.
Hell yeah.
Like uh last night I was doing a day where someone came in looking for a romance series. They wanted it to be a series, and they wanted it to involve romance. And I was like, great. Here's the first volume of Oran High School Club.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and they were perfectly happy with it.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a very very fun game.
Sounds like a fun game.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah. Otherwise, what else is happening? Oh, George is back in town. The boy
Nice.
is back in town. Um, and we're playing a show on Friday, which will be nice. We're getting the band back together,
Hell yeah.
and by that I mean we have 5 of the 5 band members now instead of just 4 of the 5.
Which, it's nice to have 5 of 5 together.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice to have the whole set. Um, yeah. Is Chris not joining us today?
Chris does not have much,
Is it a no spoons day?
it's no spoons day.
Okay, understood. No problem. I think Kim said they'd be on here in a couple
Just a
minutes.
bit late,
So,
yeah.
yeah. Nice. I'm excited to read some words and then squint at them so that I can properly pronounce the words wrong.
Yes, correct.
I was talking to Kim about this the last time we tried to do this, and it definitely seems like King Arthur 2 uh, sort of clocked into uh, what made the first Holy Grail so good, and has really capitalized on how many ways they can misspell the characters' names.
Amazing.
Yeah. It's like Shakespeare. It was written to be read aloud.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because the more you read it out loud, the more you feel like you're having a stroke.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Just got home. Going to grab a quick shower and then we'll be on. I don't know what quick shower means for Kim.
Kim actually does have short showers when she says short showers.
Fair enough. I believe that. It's just like my short showers are still like also like including like drying off time and getting dressed, I still end up taking about 15 minutes at least.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Kim will probably be about the same.
Fair enough. Works for me. Oh, I was gonna mention, so when I'm in Calgary for, I guess, a week, um, there's, one of those days I'm gonna try and see if I can get my way out to Lethbridge, because my grandma's, birthday is later in January, so they were planning on doing a big party, but I'm not going to be able to make it for that. So I'm going to try and see if I can make it out um, to Lethbridge one way or another um, while I'm in town.
Oh, that'd be
So
nice.
we'll probably, yeah, I'll probably try and like catch like a bus or something. I don't know. I don't know what the cheap and convenient ways of getting from Calgary to Lethbridge are.
Chris would know that quite well.
Okay.
So Chris can help you out with that.
Fair enough.
We were also talking about when you do come over here,
Mm-hmm.
we have an extra set of keys, so we'll just give you that extra set of keys and then you can come and go as you please.
Oh, great. That would be very helpful. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really made any other plans other than see grandparents and be at New Year's. But if I'm gonna be in town for a week, I feel like I would like to be doing some things. I don't want to just be sitting on your couch for the rest of the time on my laptop.
I mean, I'm sure Goblin would love the attention, but
And I will love to hang out with Goblin and give him attention. But I will get restless.
yeah, I can't say I can blame you for that one because it's very easy to get a little stir crazy.
I'm sure. Okay. Today, if you want to, if I'm sure they would appreciate the message. Today is actually Rachel's birthday. We had the party for them over the weekend, but today is their actual birthday.
Well, we'll have to
They
say happy actual birthday.
Yeah, they are a spry 25 years old.
Wow,
Yeah,
those were the days.
yeah. I, I remember when I was 25, we weren't even allowed to go out into
I remember being a young, spry 25-year-old. When I could clean the house and not pull something in my shoulder. True story.
Yeah, I believe you.
When I could lay in the bathtub and not hurt myself.
Yeah. Oh.
I am like so tired. I have not been sleeping well lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I honestly am not sure why. Because, like, I have my CPAP. That's been going great.
Nice.
And it's just like I can't get to sleep. I'm just not. Like, my body's not tired enough to sleep.
I see. Yeah, I've had the opposite problem where like I also stay up late, but that's just sort of because I'm up doing stuff. But I have been going to bed a little too late and then sleeping in a little bit later than
So you're
I would like to.
creeping your circadian rhythm the wrong way.
Yeah, I sure am. I would like to get back into a habit of not getting out of bed at noon.
Yeah.
At
I
least
need.
not regularly.
Yeah, and like if I could stop being like having a hard time getting out of bed or like getting to bed. Like I go to bed at like a half decent time and then I still don't sleep till like 3 o'clock. So lately I've just been like, fuck it, I'll stay up till 3 if I'm not gonna sleep anyway.
Right. Yeah. A lot. Basically, anytime I get hooked into a new video game, then I'll just sort of like be sitting there and playing like 5 hours of it, and I'm like, oops, it's 3 a.m.
Mood.
Yeah.
Hola.
I can't do that
Hello.
anymore.
Can't do what anymore?
Brain rot scroll.
I'm not brain rot scrolling. I'm gaming.
Oh, gaming.
Yeah. And then I stay up late gaming, and then when I tell myself that I need to go to bed, then I get changed, get into bed, and then I scroll for like maybe 5-10 minutes,
Oh, that's good.
and then I go to sleep.
Well, that's
You know.
good.
Yeah.
I also can't do that. I get sleepy at like 9:30.
Right.
I'm so tired.
Oh. Well, now that we've got enough people here, we can be sleepy and mispronounce so many names.
Amazing.
But it's not really mispronouncing because we're honoring the text.
It's reading it
We
how
are.
someone who doesn't know how to read would.
Yeah.
We are honoring the letter of the law and not the spirit, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly scan for what characters we've got popping up in this first chapter. And then if as new characters come along, then we can play it by ear as to who wants to read who. But for now I know that we have at least King Arthur. We've got Sir Gawain and
Voldemort. We also have Voldemort.
we'll have Voldemort. He hasn't shown up yet, but we have King Arthur, Sir Gawain, and I think we've got Harry Potter.
Can we share the link?
How far along
It's
are we?
in audio theater chat.
How far along are we? I thought we
We did not start.
We have not started the second one yet, have we?
We have not started the second one.
Perfect. I didn't think so.
Oh man, my brain power's gone. Oh, this is
Oh, good.
it's gonna be
Perfect.
great.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay. Without further ado, welcome to Tall Lanky Audio Theater reads The Holy Grail Part 2 Trouble on Darklands by King Arthur II. Takes place 20 years after the Holy Grail Part 1. There is a new enemy on the loose. This came out, I believe, 2 years after the first Holy Grail. So, King Arthur is in their prime. Who wants to be Arthur? Who wants to be Sir Gawain? And who would like to be Harry Potter?
I believe Kim was Arthur last time, was she not?
Great,
yeah, I can do it again.
So
great.
let's keep that. I will be Gawain, I suppose.
Great. I will take Harry Potter then.
Amazing.
Perfect. All right. Well, without further ado, let's begin Chapter 1 of the Holy Grail Part 2 Trouble on Darklands, titled The Messengar. It was 20 years has passed since the Drac Ones was defeated by Tegudtien, and King Arthur sated on his castle in land of Ablion, and he hard the magic Excalibur, and also stowed in the room Sir Gawain and Sir Percival, his other bestest kites as well. And then a messange arrived at the door. Gawain said,
Look, you stupid messenger. The king does not be disturbed. He was the one who helped to defeat the Drac Ones and saves the world. Do you know who he is?
"Oh, I didn't account for the messenger.
Yeah.
I'll be the
Go
messenger."
for it.
I am sorry," said the messenger, "but this is an important message for the king,"
Okay, give me the messang.
said Aruther, and so he took the message. Inside was a scroll with some writings on it, and the writings said, "Dear King Aruther, we have gotten reports of a dark force in the Draclands, and you defeated the Dark Ones. Maybe you can come and look at it."
Okay, when
I think
we must getting the good team back to tether and ride to the Darklands. Pyrkle can stay to guard the castle for me.
I'm gonna ask you to reword the word guard. Can you go back from there?
This is so hard with my dyslexia because I want to say the right word.
I understand.
Guard the castle?
There. That's the one. Ride Aruthyr. First they wented to Hogwarts, and then inside the Great Hall there was all the people and teachers there, and then Harry Potter said, "Hello, King Arthur. We just got an evil message from our messenger from Draglands. There is a evil force arisen, and there maybe we should go and stop it,"
Yes.
said Arthur. And then he looked around, and he said,
Where is Dumbledore? He wooed no what?
I'm sorry, but Dumbledore died. He was very old, even 20 years ago,
No.
cried King Aruther. And then he said,
Okay, come on. I will tack Professor Snake and Harry Potter to the Darklands with me. The rest of you stay here and be careful. This is Drac times.
This is Drac times. And then the snake and the Potter did come with Aruther and his kinks. Moving on to chapter 2, Gandalf the Black. Next day, Erter set off way for Mordor, which was now ruled by Gandalf and the Yellow Ship on the Ring. The Mordor was close by to Draclands. Maybe they had hard more infomatons. So they went there, and Harry Potter and Snakes rode the broomstocks to Mondor. As they got it in, they heard sounds of a battle.
Oh no, what has
Zarth.
happened?
Screamed Knig Arthur as they went in. They sawed offer 10,000 corpse of orcs dead on the floor, and their skulls were bleeding all over the floor, and the brains was spill out, and some other orcs was eating the Bayans as well. Then they sawed Agaron, and he was wearing leather armor with the army print on, and Jad Warpiant on his face, and he had his magic sword and also a machine gun.
Hello, Eric.
Hang on, this is Professor
Oh,
Snake, so we need a. Did we say who was gonna be
Yeah,
We did not.
Snape?
this is the
Snake?
first we've seen of the snake.
I will be Professor Snake.
Okay.
Hello, Agragon. What is happening? I thought you had captured Mondor for yourself.
Said Prof. Snake. This is. Oh, okay. Now we need some. Who wants? Kim, do you want Aragon, Agragon, or should I?
I can do Agragon.
Okay. Okay.
You either get bad reading or a funny accent. You don't get both.
No, I understand. It's a struggle.
Okay, so it's gonna sound exactly the fucking same.
That's fine.
It was Gandalf. A bad thing has happened, but I will explain later. We need to get to Safety now. Okay.
Relied King Arthur, and so Aragon, hang on, that's a different person, led them to a dark cave near a mountain blocked off by a pile of orc skull and bones. When they had gotten inside the cave, Aragorn lighted a fire in the middle, and then he said,
For 8
this is
days,
Aragorn.
it was okay. We had control of Morndor, and everything was good, but then 2 years ago, a bad thing happened. Gandalf went mad, and he located himself in his room for 40 days and 40 nights. We think it was an evil spell from the last ring wraith. Why is this sentence so well spelled?
I reread Ringwraith.
Ring wraith?
Yeah, there you go.
That's the first misspelled thing.
It's
in a
the ring
long-
react.
Yeah, they gotta keep you on your toes.
Good, okay. At least my dyslexia is not gaslighting me.
No.
in Mordor, before he was killed, he resisted us for Ober.
I think it's Resuscitances. Resuscitances. Yeah.
Don't correct me on the pronunciation of a misspelled word.
I'm just trying to get the most mileage out of like the silliness of this thing is the pronunciation of misspelled words. I understand that it's difficult. I'm not correcting you. We're all in this together. We all got to pick up where the others leave off. Carry on. Kim.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying
think
to
she
say- I'm
rage
trying
quit.
to say-
Okay.
That would be a really immature thing for me to do, and I would not do that.
Oh.
I'm trying to read the word as correctly as I can,
Don't.
as incorrectly as I can, okay?
Yeah.
It takes a minute.
Okay. That's fine.
Resuscitances.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Us for over 15 years, and then he splitted into two Gannydelfs. It was Gandalf the Grey, and he was the gooeyed one. And then Gadnalf the Black, and he was the bad one. And then he strated to grow a new army of orcs. And Urukais,
Yeah.
and wreaths, and other bad stuff. And we have been at war for 2 years against him. I don't know who else is still alive. Okay.
Said Aruther. We will find the others and defeat Naldaf the Black so we can get the team back together. Sometimes it's a silent G. We're doing our best here, and sometimes you have to do worse than your best. Okay. Chapter 3, Finding a Elv. The next day, Targaron and Snake and Harry and Arthur and his Nigds went out of cave.
Word.
Yeah, I felt bad reading it.
Yeah, that's a-
Went out of cave to lock for Legolas and Gandalf the Grey and Fordo. Fordo. And that was it, because the rest had died in part 1. Soon they camped across an army of orcs and Orikois, and Agragon said,
Wait here, I can deal with Gandalf, the Gree, and Fordo. And that was it, because the rest
oh wait, no.
died.
No. I was doing the same thing. Wait here,
I can
'cause
deal.
we
No,
both
read.
we both went back up to the second line.
No.
I did the exact same thing in my brain.
Yeah, no, it made sense, right? I was reading the right shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Janet.
It's way
BK.
Yeah. Wait here, I can deal with them.
Yeah, that's the next part.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, reading is
Keep going.
guys.
Yep.
I can deal with them. I have been fighting this orc for 2 years.
That might be Fig Thing, actually.
Which one? What?
I'm
Fighting is Fig
It's-
Thing.
yeah.
Yes. See, this is what my brain does. It corrects things for me.
No,
It's just
I understand. You gotta turn off the
I
autocorrect.
can't. That's not how dyslexia works.
I understand
I've
that.
worked so hard to have the autocorrect for so long. This is something I've trained into my brain. I can't turn it off.
I understand.
This is so hard.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is
And
hard.
so me got out his gun and kill them all machine gunningly.
Mm.
Oh god, machine gunly isn't even a word in itself.
No, it's
Okay.
trying to be a
The belays, because sometimes it's French, ripped their skull open, and bulk blord spills out on floor.
I not have any more bullets left.
Sigged Argoin as they walked over the body. Suddenly, Harry said, "Look, I can see a fire in the distance. Maybe it is Legolas or Frodo,"
Yes, maybe it is.
relied the snake. And so they went to fire to see. When they got there, it was Legolas, and he was battling 7,000 Warg Rider and also 349,000 Urukuais. He was wearing cloak with army pattern on it and had war piant and a bow with exploding arrows as well. He shouted an exploding arrow at some orc, and boom kabash! The orc and Urkeyes was dissipated with massive blast. But there was too many. How would he survive her? A Travakedurra!
Oh god. Harry would never.
He would. Screamed Harry, and he blew up 17,000 Urukusahis with one blast, and then sank, hisses,
What are you doing? That is the dark magic, you pacific fool. It is danger to use it.
"I learned it by watching you."
Even Snake knows that Harry wouldn't do this.
Yeah. "There is no choose," shouted Harry.
Okay.
Said the snake. So that's that. And then Potter did Cruxio. Okay, yeah, that's
What that
wow.
all does.
I know what that spell does.
And it's
And kill the rest of Orc. I'll be Legolas. Hooray! And whispered Legolas, "I am safe. Thanks, Targaryen." "Oh, no problem," said Legolas. "Now we need to find Frodo."
yes.
Agree, Aragon. I think this is also Aragon.
I bet he will be in Sid, the Cave of Magic. It is safe place.
And so they went to Cave of Magicalness. Great. Whew. All right, so Harry has now used 2 of the forbidden spells
Yep.
in the span of 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Chapter 4, MC Gandalf.
Oh no.
Inside the Cave of Magicalness, it was all shinny on the walls, and they were made from crystals. And inside there was Frodo and Gandalf the Grey sighting around a crystal table,
Hello.
said Targwin. And then Frodo said, Janet, you want to be
I
Frodo?
think Frodo is Newfie.
Sure.
Yes. Oh, God.
Christ almighty.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be tricky.
Look, there's Snake and Harry Potter and King Arthur and the Knight and Aragorn and Legolas.
I'll take Gandalf. Yes! Agreed Gandalf. Are you here to help us stop Gandalf the Black?
Yes.
Mentions Arthur.
Okay.
Agreed Frodo.
He heads control of Mordor for a long time in its bad paws.
That's really... That's really good. You're doing a great job, Janet.
I feel like I'm having a stroke.
Oh no, it can't be this early that it breaks me. Oh no.
It's the Newfie Frodo that got you.
It is.
It's always Newfie Frodo that gets him. Newfie Frodo is iconic. Newfie Frodo is like, we should put that on a t-shirt
It's
and we
so
should sell that. Like,
Yeah.
Janet, we should set you up as, we should dress you like Frodo and just let you walk around saying
I'm too tall.
that would be a
I'm
great
too
idea.
tall to be Frodo.
Too tall to be Frodo.
Okay.
Not you,
Uh,
but Janet.
Right, yeah, yeah. Okay. And so, they set off for the Stop the Evil Wizard. Soon they got to Black Fangdalf. Evil Palke! It was evil and balk and had some blood Ethan as well.
Oh, to get inside.
Saccade Prof Snake. I have still got the key, said Grain Gandalf, and he opens the door.
Okay.
Sawed Snake, and they went in. Inside, there was corpse of over 1,000 orcs, and blood and bones and stuff. And then Fanged Elf the Black came and looked like Mr. T or something. He was wearing black robes as well. Who wants to be Gandalf the Black?
I'll be Gandalf the Black, but that's still regular
Alright.
Gandalf.
I think so, yeah. Oh, wait, yeah. Gandalf the Black! Screamed Gandalf the Grey.
No, my name is not Gandalf anymore, you old fool. It is now McGandy.
I think it is in fact MC Gandhi.
It is now MC Gandhi.
Oh
Mm.
yeah.
Remembers Agrigod.
Gandalf the Gulk also
Mhm.
turns into a rapper who is evil.
Ooh, I don't know. Interesting. That was a choice. All right. Okay, said Jerry Potter. And then MC Gandhi said,
Take my army of gangsta orcs.
yeah, right, yeah, okay, this is, well, I guess the orcs were already a little bit racialized in Lord of the Rings, so
Oh yeah, for sure.
here we
Oh.
are.
Also,
And
I messed up that line. I need to
Okay.
redo it.
okay, yeah, take it again.
Attack my army of Gantasga orcs.
Great, thank you. And so, 1,000 Gangstar orcs did attack. They had swords and some armor, and some had armor as well. Then Aragon took his Mannheim gun and did a shoot on some, and they died.
Ha! I have infinity of them.
Laughed Gandalf the Balk. And then he started to play some raper music on his staff, what he changed into a music player as well. And the orcs attacked even faster.
Playing Gangster's Paradise in the background.
Yeah. Enough! Shouted Gabdelf the Grey, and he did a blast. And he struck MC Gandalf in the chest hard, and he died. Wow. And then Grey Gabendelf pick up his magic staff and said, "This is power staff I will keep." Then Snake found a black chest with MCG Dog on it in gold letters, and its side was secret plans from Draklands.
Look at the sword.
Said Prof. Snake.
It from Darklands. I think Malk Gandalf was working for whoever is doing the new evil.
Screamed Fordo. Okay. Actually, I think, Jana, I'm going to have you take the gasp again, because I think you need to scream gasp.
Gasp!
Perfect. Thank you. Well, on one hand, unfortunately, one of our few characters of color has been killed off quite soon, but also, I'm not sure if this is what we would call great representation. So let's keep moving. Chapter 5. They have a cave toll. You gotta pay the cave toll.
The worst enemy, toll booths.
Yeah. In the Bordig, the team went to Entrace of Draklands. To get there, they had to cross a large cave full of water and other bad things, like spiders and Draknus and blood. Gandalf light up his new staff, and then they went in. There was a cold wind blow through the tunnel, and it was very cold as well. They got about a halfway in, and suddenly a loud roar came through the tunnel, and then it was a cave troll. Does anyone want to be the king? Very good. He roared loudly and charged toward Frogo and knocked him with a massive club.
Ouch!
Scammed Fordo, and then Agaron ran in.
No.
Oh no.
Toll. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, that was Legolas.
Yeah.
And they actually spelled it right this time. Yeah. Oh no. A cave toll, said Legolas sadly, and he shot an arrow at him. Snack threw a flask of potion, and it struck the troll hard, and then Gandalf did a shot from his staff, but it was not enough. Harry Potter stated to do, oh boy, here we go again, a Varkda Decatravra. I think I got it there.
You did. First try. Good job.
You gotta take it one syllable at a time in these trying times. But Cave Troll slammed his fist into Harry's face, and he fell down. King Arthur said,
I will stop.
and he ran forward and struck it with Excalibur, and it bursted through the troll skin, and green troll blood went everywhere, all on the floor. and on Arthur's face. It was horrible and nasty. Then Sank ran to Frodo and said,
Oh no, he is dying from the blow.
I will try this magic staff from the Black Gandalf. Maybe it will rock,
said Fandalf the Grey, and he pressed a button on the magic music staff, and it started to play the song Wide Awake by
I'm wide
Katy
awake.
Perry. Because my friend likes Katy Perry. From the speaker, and then Frito started to wake up.
That staff have much magic,
said Gandalf deeply.
But maybe it is cursed as well.
Mentioned Targagon.
Yes, we must careful for it.
Replied. Wow, it just replied. Replied Gandalf. They carried on through the cold cavers, and son. Now listen up, son. They saw a whole room naked of ice and snow and spicicles and frozen. I don't know what spicicles are, but
Bicycles really got me.
yeah. It's like, is it like ice, but there's a bit of like chili powder frozen in there?
They're spiky icicles, but they're like
Oh.
Morning Star icicles.
Right.
Icicles with spikes on
Spikesicles.
them.
Got.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. Great. In there was a pile of gold tree sewer and also some monies.
Look, we can take this money.
Sawed Snake, and he starts to put it into his pocket. But suddenly, our arrows started to shout out of the walls, and the floors and the ceilings as well.
Somebody help!
Cried Snake as the arrows hit him in the arms. Oh no.
Dramatic.
Oh geez.
Without his arms.
Chapter 6, Into the Darklands. Rafarg, a Yeti, jumps out of the icicles and did a royar charge on Argarian hard.
Ouch. It is the pain. Pain. I guess that's the same word. Pain scream.
Yeah. I would have taken either. Aragorn. And then Frodo picks up the monies. This is Frodo.
I know. I'm trying to remember how to do a Newfie accent because I'm having a stroke.
Oh.
Think about your mom.
Hooray, we've richened!
Cried Frito. Legolasy shotted Yeti with dark arrows of darkness hard in the leg, and then Yeti roared loudly. Perfect. Harry Potter did a spell and turned the Yeti into as pond of blood.
Harry, what did I tell you? Avoid the dark magics.
Whimpered Snake. Aha, 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 aha. I can us heal the magics, laughed Harrip Poiter loudly. Then they had made it through the horrible ice cave. On the way to the Draklands, it was Drak. And then Gandalf, just Gandalf. Then good one did a light on his stavef to see way forward.
What is the new evil?
Cried Gandalf. I don't know, replied Harry.
Okay.
Said Gandalf.
I think it's Harry.
So, what did I say?
No, I think Harry's the bad thing, the new evil.
Oh,
Keeps casting
soon
spells.
they. Oh, you're. This is your theory.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
a book
Ooh,
right?
there's
critiquing the
foreshadowing involved in this.
Ooh. Yeah, this is literature.
Right? We
This
should be
belong.
taking it apart like literature.
I've said it once, and I'll say it 1,000 times. This belongs in a museum. Soon they were at gate to Dracklands. It was made from blood that had been made solid by some dark Amgix, and also bone. King Arthur opened the door with a crack, and it opened. Nad some black blood spills out onto the floor, and Frodio. This ain't my first Frodio. Got sacred and laid on the floor, sighing. And then Harry said, "You wimmy," and did a spell to also make the lie. The spell was called Lumus. And so they entered into Dracklands. Dun dun dun. The dun 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 really tied it all together.
Yeah, no, it was very succinct, very wrap up.
Yeah. Chapter 7, Bad Camp. In the Dracklands, into a cloud of darkness, it was dark. And then they walked through the spooky clods. They called here phantasms and ghosts and creepy thing, and also howl of Saketlan wolves and other nasty.
Okay, let's make a camp here.
Sayered Gadnalf,
Okay.
replied Prop Snake. Spelt replied correctly there.
It's not the first time. It's weird, they
Uh,
know how to spell.
Yeah.
I've seen it before.
And so Harry Potter lighted a stave with a fire and made to camp. He used Axico's spell to summon some tent for them to sleep in, and so they went to sleep. I don't know who's saying I will keep the watch.
I think Aragorn.
Yeah, a groan is watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will keep the Wathk. Okay.
And so Agroan stayed up to watch for dark creatures from Darklands in the Drac night. The moon shone red like a blood, and Ergoran spots a dark shape coming from the shadow. Is screamed whisperingly. But Argoron was brave. He had summoned ghosts from Freom third movie in part 1. He was not scared.
I am not afraid of ghost or spritity. I am Aragorn, king of the Gromdor. What do you want?
They actually spelt Aragorn correctly there. That's crazy.
Sometimes you stumble into it.
Yeah. But the sprit did not rely back to him. Sudden, he felt it a cold hand on his shoulder, and then he was teleported. Oh no! He could not see the others and was in a cage, made from the rids of human skeletons. And it was spike and covered in blood and dead bodies. Outside he could see a dark figure in the back of the room. But Terragorm could not see who it was, and it laughed loud. Ha ha ha.
Yep, that's the read.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Chapter 8. Fire in the cave.
the first word makes me so happy.
Meanwhile.
That one might be my favorite.
That's really good. Yeah. Meanwhile, the others were sleeping inside the creep cave because Aragorn had been taken by the spree. Thou was not walkth fire, and so burninated the entrance to cave. Gadnalgf was sleeping, and then his cloak went onto fire and foam, and suddenly he woke up.
Oh no! Quick, fire, fire! We must escape this place!
And so he woke up Prof. Snake and Harry, and also King Arthur, and Gywin, and Legolas, and the other. But none of them's had the water powers. Oh no! How cold they escape the fires. Then Ganald the Whites took his magic staff from bag and said,
Maybe magic stack can help.
And he presses the button, but instead of water, it was making for more flammables. Oh no! Then Prof. Snake had a light bulb and shouted,
A seat of water!
and so 20 buckets of water came and lands on the floor, and it was pitted out. I don't know who says this. I'm going to say it might be Snake.
Hooray! We have put out fire! We are a save!
But where Aragorn?
I don't know. I think, but wait, no.
Aragorn.
Aragorn!
Yes, where did he go?
I don't not know anyway.
And so they look in cave for Agragon, but he was not there at all.
Maybe he burned in the horrible Furious-like cloak.
Maybe.
And so they did an funeral.
This guy just died.
Funeral for the Argoroan, even though he was not really dead. Then they left. Son, we welcome
to the Dark Swamp,
said Gandalf.
This is a bad place. Nearby is the Draghalt of Darlcans. Maybe the Dark Forks live there.
And so they went toward the dark, creepy blood swamp with sacredness in Sid. Meanwhile, Agron woke up inside the creepy cage made from skull and bone and dead body. There was flicker blood candles on walls, and vampire bats hang from ceiling, and a dark figure, and he laughed at Aragorn. Ah ha ha!
Who is there?
Shouted Aragorn, and the dark figure laughed again. Ah ha ha ha! I am your darkest enemy, but you will find out who soon. Ha ha ha! And then a spectric hand zaps Tarragon, and he fell asleep again inside cage. Ooh, Tarragon. Delicious.
Spectric. That's a big word for that. I
Spectric.
felt really
Chapter 9. The Man Returns.
I need like 2 seconds to go grab something with some more sugar and or caffeine.
Yeah. Yeah, do what you gotta do. Jesus Christ.
This is like one of those university like essays that is written wrongly and you're supposed to correct it in your brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
I it's so evil.
Yeah.
It's pure evil.
It's the kind of thing where like this is like a more advanced version where like I guess this is not the case with dyslexia, but like in a lot of cases if you have the first and last letter of the word correct, but all the other letters are incorrect,
Yeah,
your brain is supposed to be able to like decode it.
absolutely.
I feel like that's what I'm doing right now.
That is literally what I'm doing right now. I want to say all the correct things,
Yeah.
and my brain's like, no.
I'm here and I have a Frosty.
Great.
Nice.
Perfect. Honestly, jealous.
Mood.
It's great.
Yeah. I haven't had a Frosty in such a long time. There are no Wendy's nearby.
That sucks.
Yeah, there's not a lot of Wendy's in Vancouver.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. And all of the places that I can like all of the closest Wendy's that I could order from have like a crazy high delivery fee. So
Hmm.
just haven't had a whole lot of Wendy's lately.
Well, you'll be across the street from one in several weeks.
Oh my god.
Go to Wendy's every day if you wanted to.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem. All right, I can't think about that right now.
But
Chapter
it's
9:
good
The Man
problem.
Returns. Yeah. Aragorn woke up again in the creepy cage of the skull, and then he saw the man across the room. He was the man Make-It a Blord, form part 1. Oh no, he was a evil man. He was mad of blood of Prof. Kirill and Witkich Kang and some other. It is told in part 1. What odor blords he was made of. Oh, this is Aragorn.
Oh. Maked of Blord form part 1.
No, next line down.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, there's 2, I see.
Yeah.
Man make of the blode, we kill you in part 1, didn't we?
No, I'm still a Clive. Ahaha. I was the real master of Drac ones. They was not masterer. And then Voldemort said, does someone want to take Voldemort?
I will take Voldemort.
Nice.
Yes, we are the leader of new evil, and know you are traptured, and we did a curses on Harry Potter to make him use the Darrak magics. Ha ha ha!
Laughed Voldemort head.
Ha ha! And then
And then Aragorn scram, and he tried to use his magic elf sword to smash up the cave, but it did not do the work enough. And then the man makes a blood said, your friend will all be dead. Yes, and then we will kill you. But later I will torture you for the informatons. And then the creepy Chost hand grabs Agragon, and then he fell into the asleep. Meanwhile, at the dark swamps in the Dracklands, the other good Treems was trying to get through it. The swamp was full of horrible mud and nasty black blood and creepy dead trees with Skullon and Aslo a lot, flies and skeleton crocodiles. But Gandalf knew a spell to kill them, and so they walked through the bad swarm.
What we go after, bad swammer?
Said Leo Glass. And then King Aruther said,
It is the Temple of Doom from Indian Joes. Jones. And
Yeah.
Temple of Dome movie night there is Ascrest tunnel that led to the middle of Dracklands. In there, that is where, weird way to get to where,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
we will find the new Evely.
Okay.
Indiana Jones, what are you doing here?
Also, Indian Jones went there to look for a Trios. Oh, wait. I think this is still Arthur.
Oh, okay. Also, Indian Jones went there to look for a Trier. There's so many vowels.
That's so many vowels and
Triers.
yeah, I'm not gonna be picky about that one.
Thank you. Maeve, we can find him as well. And he can help the Quetis.
Yes.
Relied Gawain. And so Tay walked towards the scary Temple of Doom.
Amazing.
Okay. I love when someone gets a really long, really difficult line, and then it's followed by someone else just being like, yes,
right?
or okay.
Just the straight, hilarious comedy.
Okay, chapter 10, The Evil Heart Eater. So then Harry and King Atreyu and Lord of Rings people went to find Temple of Doom in the scary swamp. They walked for many hours and hours until they saw a big evil temple, and the door was a massive skull the size off a mountain, and it was a lot smaller skull on the floor and the walls. Ganlan walks up to the creepy skull door and said,
Look, it is a evil skull door. How do we get inside?
and then Fordo says,
I'll use the Drac magics to get inside, okay?
No, I think I'm okay.
yeah, King Arthur was okay.
All right, I will use the Drac magics to get inside.
Okay.
Relied King Atreyu. And so Potter did a spell, and it was called Doricus Explorticus. That's so stupid.
Beautiful.
I don't know if my deep breath is coming across. I just take the longest inhale, exhale.
Doricus Explorticus.
Oh dear.
It was a dark magics. And then the evil skull door exploded loudly in a flames. So then they went in. Inside Temple of Dome was evil torches and walls made from stone with blood on the wall as well. And then they saw a room, and in the room was a evil soul on the floor, paint in black blood, and the man, he had an Evil skull helmet and a blood-covered knife in his hand, and he was doing a evil spell, and there was Indiaj Jones, and he was tied on a Drac Tabel, and the evil man was try to cutting out his heart. It was the bad man from Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom movie. Who wants to be the evil guy from Temple of Doom?
I've lost
I
where
can
we
do it.
are, so someone else.
I got
Okay.
it. Indian Jones, I will cut your jaw out and eat your heart, and then I will have the power.
Oh no.
Shouted Leo Glass, and he did a arrow shot at the man, but it misses. And Tane, the man said, Look, it is your friends. I will eating tear herats for my tea as well. And then he did a Norther Drac magic spell, and some men came in evil Skajul Mascus, and they also had a big sword as well, and the swords was pianted in blood. Kill them, my skull warriors, but do not kill the hearts. I want to eat them instead. They are very tasty. And so the man came, and they did a slosh. They did a slosh. And it heighted Gawain, and he died.
No, you, Gawain, you are died.
That's actually the correct way to spell the name. Gawain cried Arthur.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
And then they fought the evil Skull warriors. Legols showed a squall warrior in the head, and Gandalf did a spell and kill a skull warrior. But the evil man was almost kill Indian Jones. But then Professor Snake threw a poison at the man, and it hided him, and he died of poison before he cold stab Indian Jones with the knife.
Hooray!
Shouted Fordo, and then Indian Jones was safety from the bad man. Niff was pretty good. I like Niff.
It's the sound a cat
Noof.
makes when they exhale through their nose annoyedly at you.
I only
Yeah.
have one note, Connor. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure that's the skull with a J in the middle was actually Skule.
Skule? Okay. Okay. That's fair. Like the Norse pronunciation.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I-
sure that was it, but that's my one
Yeah.
note.
Okay, evil Skule masks.
There
Fair enough.
you go.
All right. Once again, meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
at the evil lair of man maked off the blood, the man had gone away from Aragorn's cage, so he was trying to escape. Oh yeah, by the way, this is chapter 11, escape from the Drac Dunagon. Man had gone away from Aragorn's cage, so he was trying to escape. He didn't want to get torturings from the Blord Man. He smashes the bars of cage with his sword. Wow, that still ends up sword.
Anyway, so you get
And
sometimes
it
you
start-
get there.
Yeah, and it starts to crack open with a loud noise, and then suddenly a Hydra appeared in the room. It was a big Hydra, bigger than the size of 6 cars, and it had over 15 heads, the heads of Boss Skeletons and Boss Zombies, what died in the final battle in part 1. Also, the zombified head of Gimli was the leader head. Oh man, that's crazy.
dang.
Also, it had big skeleton bat wings and a lot spikes on its body as well. Then the Zamobi Gimli head, Sade, who wants to be Zombie Gimli.
I'll do it. Haven't done one in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Aha! You are try to escape this place. It will not work. I am the guardian of Lord Man's prison. He reanimated me into
Mhm.
live after final battle, and now I works for him. Haha.
Nailed it. And then the skeleton and Zamib had laughed ha 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 as well. Zaragon.
Oh, right, forgot.
No.
Oh no. Gimli, why?
shouted Ragaron, and then he manages to smash the bone bars off the Evphil cage, and then he charged at the zombie Hydra skeleton, Gimli, hard with his elf sword. He tires to stab the Gimli head, but then it flew off the ground with skeleton wings and did a skeleton breathe, and Aragon dodged behind a pillar, and then the Hydra Gimli did a massive loud roar, and it shatters all the walls and the doors and the ceilings, and then Aragorn threw his sword at the other side of the room, but Aslo saw a woman in a northern prison. She was wearing Viking's armor and had a winged helmet. It was a Valkyr from the land of the Viknights. The Vinites. She had been captured by the man made of the blood as well. So Agraron went to that pursuit, and he smashes it with mighty swing and grabs the hand of the Valkyrie and said,
I am here to save you from evil Dungangon.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got it. Relied the Valkyrie. And then they escaped through the door, and the Gimel Hydra thing screamed. That's Gimli.
Is that Gimli? Okay.
Yeah.
Aragon, I will get you for this. No one escapes. No one escapes from my
Yeah.
Kirsten Altiv.
But Raragorn had already escaped. It was too late.
What a twist.
Chapter 12.
Everybody who we thought
Yeah.
was dead keeps coming back alive.
Yeah, and now we've got a Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Chapter 12. Throw the magic portals. Back at Temple of Doom, the good team had killed all the Skull Warrior and the evil Heart Eater with the potion, and then Gadlaff went and untry Indian Jones from the evil to Bell. Who was Indian Jones?
I think you were Indian Jones.
Okay. I don't know if I had a voice for Indian Jones. Thank you for saving me from the herd feeder, said Indian Jones. And then Arthur relied.
Hello, Indian Jones. Will you come with us to save the world from New Ively?
Okay. And so they set off into the dark corridors of Temple. All along the temple walls, it was faces paint in Balkblord, and then they came to a room, and in that room was a protel made from purple flames, and also it had a stone archway on top as well. On it was a sign, and the sign said, Portal to Center of Darklands.
Look, here is the protel.
Said Leo Lags.
Who will go through first? It could be a
Top. And then Fordo sawed.
I'll go Legolas.
Okay, go in.
And so Frodo steps through the paradal and come out in a new room made from Draxstone with a green flame portal inside. And this portal had a sign as well, and it said, Portal to Temple of Doom. And then Frodo went back through green portal and said,
Yes, this is right.
and so the good team went through the purple portal and to Centaur of evil Draklands. Meanwhile, Aragorn was escaped the evil dungeon of man made off Blord, and he did a run. And then he took the Valkyrie woman with him. Soon they find a ruin of a building made of black brick, and Aragon said,
Quickly, we can hide in Sid. Ruin.
Okay.
hmm. And so Valkyrie follow him into the creepy ruin. Inside was a small house with ceiling made from more black bricks, and then Tarragon starts a fire and shouted,
What do you want for tea, please?
and the Valkyrie said,
I would like some pie.
and so Garrigon puts a pie on the fire for cooking it. I think this is Aragon.
Hat is your name.
And them, the woman relies,
My name is Frey. Is was sent by God Odin for stopping the new evil, but then the bad man pewits me in a Dunagon. Instead, it is not good.
No.
agree Aragorn. And then they eated their tea. Eated? They eated their tea and went to sleep in Sid the Drac ruin. It is not good.
No. It is not good.
It is not good.
Let me tell you right now, it's not good. Chapter 13, a skull formed the future. So now, Good Team had made it to the Skrau Center of Draclands. Yes. And so they on went in. Okay. Inside was a nasty caverns, and on the front of cavern, it was a skull of Legolas nailed onto a wall with big rusty nails. I don't remember when Legolas died.
He
When
just,
did that happen?
I think he just died now.
Keep reading. Keep reading.
Oh. And the skull eyes were bleed, red burning blood, and then it shouted, "You have come to the dark palace. Do not enter it, or you will never get out, even one time." But Legolas was still alive, and then he said, "Oh, look, it is my skull. Why?"
Why?
Ask why.
Why?
Ask a stupid question, get a stupid answer. And then Gandalf realized,
Maybe it will be put there in the future.
okay. And so Legolas tacks his skull and puts it into his pocket. And then they went into creep caves. Hang on.
Oh, there's no for a while.
I
It's
think
all
this
combo.
is Gandalf.
Maybe the new evil has stolen Tradios from Dr. Wu. Then they called going to future future Tim, to kill Legolas and take the skull. Yes, that is what happened. But no one else can fly TARDIS. Only Doctor Who can fly it. Oh. Maybe they have Oslo captured Doctor Who as well.
Okay. And so Indiana Jones and Gandalf and Legolas and Harry Potter and the Snake and King Arthur and also Frodo went to look for Tardos in Sid. They walked for a few hours, and soon Prof. Snake saw a lit form end of long drac corridor. It was flickers scarily onto the floor sand. It was a evil red light color, maybe even blood color. And then Frodo goes down the tunnel to investigate. In the room, he sees a flaming torque made of a human arm, and it was on fire and had evil red flames with faces in the flames, and the gases screaming arg. And Frodo got sacred suddenly, and a keeling begins to rumble and the burning torches grew to huge size. And then out formed the flames, steps, the man maked of blood. Also, he was on fire. And the Voldemort head had flaming red eyes, and he laughed.
You have come to stop me once again, foulish good Tim. I have already captured Tarragorn. You will be next.
And he did a spell, and summons a wave of blood, and summon the Boof Lord turns into lava, and also summoned to fire as well. And then Timman shouted,
You will never escape my Larvitarp. Ha ha!
and then Frodo ran from the lavar. Larvitarp. Gross.
Larvitarp.
Yeah.
That sounds not fun.
No. Chapter 14. The King of Ghosts. Back at Dark Ruin, Aragorn and Freya were sleeping inside the room. And then Aragorn was woke up by an evil nose. Was it the bad Gimli Hydra Monster what had made the noise? But instead, it was the evil ghost that had sleeped him inside the Dunegan. It had 6 gist arms and an iron helmet over its face, and the helmet had spikes and also horns. It was wear a suit of bulk iron armor, and it had some blood stains on it as well. And then Frey woke up and said,
Oh no! What is that battered ghost monster?
It is an evil monster. If it can put you to slippy with its ghost hand.
Okay.
"Aye, aye." And so Groen said,
Hello, evil ghost. What do you want, Cleasy? Pleasy? Pleasy. Pleasy? Pleasy.
I'll take any of the above. Yeah. And then the Hussop man did a ghost while. I have been sent by the Hydra Gimli to capture you and takes you back to the dungeon for the Turtorings.
No thanks.
And then Aragorn pull out his magic sword and stabs one hand of Ghost King, and his sword cuts through the ghost body and cut it off one hand. And again, Freya put out Viking spears and stab it at the evil Ghost King. Excuse me. And he was hit, and then he blooded Ghost Bavlord onto the floor and said, No, no, spare me, please. And Aragorn said,
Okay, but first you must give me in the inflammations.
Okay. And then Aragorn said,
Tell me how to get to center of dark lands.
and then King Whipsard, okay, to get top center of Drakkar lands, you must go into Evil Temple of Doom and find the portal to get there. Yes, okay. Oh, wait, to get there,
Yes, okay.
said Aragorn. And then he said,
You will also come with me as my prisoner.
mhm,
You will not sleep any more, Popel.
mhm. And he puts a cane onto King and pull him with him, and then Garagorn and Feria also comes with him. They walk through the Badlands until they come to Dark Temple, where they had been walked for where they had been put into the dungeon. Oh, look, these see it, shouted King, And so they did on go into the Crep Castle. Rhea lighted a torch, and they went in. Instead, it was Drac on the entering, and so Tehi walked for a few oars, yep. And eventual, they finded a room, and inside was the Protal from Cafter 12. Yes. And it was an evil sign, and it said, portal to enter to dark lands. And so Frey and Tigorn and captured Ghost King went on inside the portal. Oh, jeez. They're really giving us a run for our money here.
Hey, officially halfway point though.
Yeah. Chapter 15, the good team rejoins. Back with the Oathder good team, and Frodoi was run from man maked of bloods, lava trap, and the larva flows towards Frodo and begin to hit him on his feet. And Frodo screamed, and then he shouted,
Gandalf, please come help. It's the Lavera.
and so Gandalf came, and he tried to do a spell to stop the evil lava, but it didn't work. The larva was too power, and then the evil man laughed. Ha! I have absorbed the blood of all Drac ones, even Sauron, and Ghost Lord of Valdiar. No pathetic Lord of Rings magics can stop me. Suddenly, a loud explosion, and through the portal falls Freya and Aragorn. They had come back to center of Darkhalons. And then Taragorn said,
What has happened?
and Indiana Jones said, I thought you had died. And Gandalf shouted,
I agree.
but Aragorn says,
No, it was a trick. Tricky.
Yeah.
I didn't dead.
and then Legolas said, the evil man is the real leader of new evil.
I know, he tarped me inside his dungeon.
Okay. Meanwhile, Frey tries to do a lightning blot to stop lava, but it still doesn't work. Oh no! And then the larva got Frodo, and he was died by the evil flames. And then Gadanaug shouted,
No, Farad!
and he charged at the man made of the blood. But the man laughed, and then the Voldemort head on the back of his head said, and he turns into a pond of blood and sinks through the floor.
Oh no, he has escaped.
Whipsard Freya. Yeah, yes, agree Indian Jones. Then Legolas said,
We still need for finding Doctor Who and his traitors for rescuing them.
okay. And so they buried Frodo in the floor and had a funeral for him, and Ten went to look for Doctor Who.
I am sorry, Frodo, but we will find the man and avenge you,
shouts Agdalf as they walks down tunnel. Wow, so Frodo's just dead.
Frodo's just dead. I mean, who else is dead? Wyn is dead. Frodo's dead. Aragorn was supposedly dead.
Yeah.
Back.
Right. Fair enough.
Death.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Chapter 16. A friend who was dead. Down Creep Tunnel, there was balk walls and blood on the floor. Was to way to evil Blord man's lair? The captured Ghost King was pulled behind Taragorn on chains, and then Legolas said,
Hey, scare Ghost King, do you know where to find evil lair man made from the blood?
Yes, I do, replied Ghost.
I have lived in the spirit world and the real world as well. I know the things. Okay. You will help us. You will help. Wait,
Help.
hang on. Find if you will help us. Oh, no, you're right. You will help us, or we will kill you. And so King said, the way to get to man lair is to follow the evil signs made from blood. The signs will go there, whispered the king. Then Gandalf said, maybe you can find Bashir Moore's ghost or Frodo ghost from the spirit realm. They can help us to stop man. And so the Ghost King goes into the Spritz Realm for looking for Boromir. They waited for a few hours in Ye Tunnel, and then Sudan Legolas heard a whispering nose. It was the ghost. I have returned from Spectre-tricked land. I did find Boromir ghost, but not Frodo. Okay.
I think that's still egg.
Yeah.
This one's all you, buddy.
Yeah. And then another Whisper, and then Boromir ghost came, and he said, I don't remember who Boromir was.
I'll say.
Okay.
Hello, my friends. I have been brought back by King of Goats.
Hello, King of Gods. Hello, Boromir. Do you now abort the new evil Drac plan?
Yes, I do.
Shouted Boromir.
The
I
man,
think this is also.
he wants to capture the ice golems and use it to make all the winters and snows and icicles and graze the emitter planet as well.
That is bad. Mention Indiana Jones. I've just decided that Indiana Jones is a child.
I feel like Indiana Jones and Freya are gonna get along really well.
Yeah. And then Boromir said,
Sorry. Yes, it is.
and tense, he said,
Winter is coming. If we don't stop it, we will all froze to death, even the ghosts.
as Aragorn.
Okay, we must go to find Doctor Who, form the Doonjuns, and then use his TARDIS to go to the Icelands to find the man maked of Blord, afore he captures the ice golems.
You want to take captures again?
Catpiture? Catupress.
There you go. That's it.
Catupress the ice
Great.
golems.
There you go. Shouted Aragorn, and then Frey said,
Okay, I agree.
and so they did go on to it. Catupris is a tricky one.
Is it? The word letters kept moving around.
That's fair. Chapter 17. The Traitors to Iceland. Tay walking through the ancient dungeon and to look for the Doctor Who. And then after a few hours, they came to a evil cell, and in the cell was a man. Oh, look, it is a man. Maybe it is the Doctor Who, said Elgolas. And then Ganondorf goes up to the cell and put a Lumos throw into the inside of it. And then it was Doctor Who. Does anyone want to be Doctor Who?
Sure.
Hello, Gandalf and Legolas and the rest of good team. I was captured by the evil Blord man. He's stolen my TARDIS and puts me into the dungeon, Dunagon.
There you go.
Okay, do
Zaragorn.
not worry, I will safety you.
Shouted Tarragorn, and he pull out his magic machine gun and shoots the cage wall open to Doctor Who can escape, and so he dowed on get out of the Drac cage. And then they saw Tratus in the room nearby to Kel, and Dotcor Who pulled the sonic screwdriver. Oh, I wasn't. I don't know why I didn't realize that we would be doing variations on Sonic Screwdriver, but I'm so excited.
Oh god.
Dotcor Who pulled the Sonic Screwdriver and opens Tardy's door, and then all off the good team went in, and they also brought the Gohast King on his canes as well. Doctor went used to the control panels for pressing the levers to go to the Drac Icelands, which was next to Draclands, but it was bulked by a big wall of ice that was 1,000 meters high and 2,000 meters thick. So they had to go into the Tratus. So Doctor pressed the levels and buttons and stuff, and then the Tadris starts to flay into the air with a loud noise, and whoosh, the Terrids flews all the way to Iceland over the wall of ice, and the good team had made it to the Ike lands. In them, it was frozen clod, and it made them all shiver with evil shiverings. And then King Arthur said,
Okay, now we missed goat to the place where the ice golem live, and tell
Yeah.
them to not to joins the evil Drac man of the Blord.
Yes.
agrees Gufreya. And so Frey and Aruther and the rest all goes to find the ice golem cave. It was called the Cave of Icicles.
Yep.
And in it there was the Lord of all ice golems.
He's on an icicle.
Yeah.
There's just
Yeah.
icicles just hanging from the ceiling. They're bikes.
Yeah. I love to ride my Ike. Chapter 18, The Rebellion of King. The ice cave, it was dark, and some spook lanterns flickered on the ice kelling, and there was some ice bats asleep in top of cave as well. And then Aragorn said,
Look over there. It is the golem from the Icelands. We must talks with him first.
and so the good team goes up to the golem for talking. I think this is still Aragorn.
Yeah, I was just like reading the wrong line. I was like, where am I talking? Hello, Ice Golem. We are here to tell you about a bad man. He is a man maked of Lord, and he wants to use your power to make the whole world a winter and snow.
And then the Lord of Golem laughed loud. Janet, you want to be the ice golem?
Sure.
Ho ho ho! You are too late, pathetics. I have already joined the Blord. I am his servant now. Attack my ice monsters!
300 ice bats came, they was like a rail bat, but with wings made to form icicles. And they cold do ice breath as well. And then also came 15 snow yetis with massive ice axe weapons. And there was Aslo, Ice King. It looks like a huge man made from snow with ice armor and a helmet with horns on it, and a Barad made from snow, and a massive spear covers in blood with a lot of spike on it, and also skulls as well. Oh no, we must run to TARDIS, shouted Legolas, but Doctor Who mentioned,
Oh, I leave my Tredis outside.
No!
shouts Gandalf, and then he said,
Then we must fight.
and so they did. 30 Iceback came at Harry Potter and Snake, and then he did a spell, but it missed the bat and flew off into song. And then there was the Ghost King, and he did a ghost wail, and his canes fell off his body, and he begins to chant a ancient spell in a drac voice. And then some evil green mist come off his body and went into Harry Potter body. And Tane the Ghost King had whispered, "Oh no!" And then Traragorn looks at Harry, and his eyes was glow green, and he said, hey, I did curse Harry Potter to use the Drac magics, and now I can enter his body and possession him, hey. It was the voice of Bad King who had possessed the Potter. Frey shoots a lightning bolt at the curse, and it hit, and the curse was wanded, and the king yellowed, "No, my curse!" And then Curse Potter fired a missed shot at Snake, but Snake bloked. And then Indiana Jones pull out his gun and shoots 3 bullets at Ghost Harry. Ghost 3. And they hitted Jim into body, and he shouted in pain, "Oh no, I am dying." And then King laughed, "Hey, if I die, also Harry Potter dies." And then Indiana Jones shouted, "Oh no." But it was too late, and he died.
Everybody's dying.
Yeah, big body count here.
Protagonist death party.
Yeah. Okay, chapter 19, Making a Plan. King Ghost had just possessed Harry Potter, and then he had killed him with the bullets, and then Perf Snake cried suddenly,
No, you have killed Harry Potter.
Yes, but at least we got rid of the king of Tesprati Relam,
realized Gandalf. And Tehi were still in the ice cave, and bad icicle armed T was coming to kill Tem. Expect the Potter because he was already dead. And Agaron was going to have a battle with them, and the Dreadly Ice King as well. But Freya did a thunder strike onto ground, an ice spike rains down from the ceiling, and an avalanche of snow come and buried the evil ice army into a tomb. Gandalf cheered. And then they went out to Tradus. I guess this is Gandalf.
This is bad. The Ice Gelm has joined the Bloyard Man. Winter will be coming to our land and freezing the whole world, and that is a bad.
I don't know who this is.
I think it's Aragorn.
Okay.
Yes, it is bad, but we have Ghost Boromir.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Boromir.
You got that one correct.
That's it.
Great, awesome. You know, I really pride myself on pronunciation.
Yeah,
Um,
you should be.
Brohomir form the Ghostland. Maybe he can stop the evil.
And so Aragorn tells Boromir,
Okay, please, can you find the ghost? But it's pronounced toast.
yeah.
In the movie part 3.
I picked up on that. I could hear it.
Good. Army form the movie part 3 for jelping us now. I uxed up my Anakinet spell for getting them to come to Real World.
And so Boromir did a spell, and he teleported Bake to the dead pals for find. The rest of Good Team goes into the Tradiers, and then Doctor Who said,
Where to send the Tardos, please?
and then Gandalf thinks, and then he says,
Maybe we can send Tardios to finding Broadman's evil lair, and then we can spy on him for finding his planes out.
Good idea.
and so Doctor Who pressed the lever and Bhutan on the control panel, and the goes flying to Blord Lair quickenly throw a magic. I think we'll do one more chapter and then we'll end it for the night.
Okay.
Chapter 20, The Guard of the Lair. The Good Team has got to Blode Lair now, and the TARDIS lands onto the door of the lair, and they got out. It took a couple hours to flying there as well, but Tarragorn cooked some pizza for them with some peperini on it, and also some sausage. It was taste good. And then the Blord place had Bina raised, and Doctor Who and King Arthur and Aragorn and Freya and others got out of the Tradis. Nand goes up to the door, and it was a red door with a sign on this door: "Enter the kingdoms of Blord at a bad pals. Keeps out, or you will dorwin in Balk Blord." And there was about 50 skulls nailed to the door, and at the door was a Goward. He was wear red armor, the color of blood. He had a helmet on with white horns, and also a red sword that was shine, and also drip with blord, and a beard, and in to beard, to bereed, there was skulls and bones as well. Who wants to be the guard?
Nope.
Commands the guard, Loudy, in an evil voice as they come near.
What do you want? I am the guard of this place. You cans not come in. I am the guard.
Just to remind you, it's not a place, it's a palace.
Ah, yes. I am the guard of this palace. You cans not come in. I am the guard.
And then Doctor Who had an idea, and he said,
Quick, put on these costumes.
and so the good Tem put on the costumes, and then Doctor Who said,
Hello, this is a special delivery for the army of our Lord of Blord. I am delivering the sliders for him. Okay.
said the guard.
You may for the passings, yes.
And so the good team goes into the lair safely. Once they had caught inside, then Ganfalf said,
Okay, now we must find Blordman, secret library room for plans, and destroy them, and then kill him as well.
Yes, agreed Indian Jones. But how could it be Blordman is kill? I don't know. Rel Yais, Legolas.
But maybe can find it in his library. Okay. And so they went to look for library in the Blord Lair of Death. And we will cut it off there.
Right on time.
Yeah.
Look at that. 10:30 on the dot.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I hate this.
How many more chapters do we have?
8.
There's 8 more chapters. Okay. Good to know. I think next time we do a...
Oh, the 8th chapter is
Um,
called Is It Really Over? It has an
Whoa.
epilogue.
Okay, we'll worry about that next time. We'll probably... Next time we do a audio theater, it'll probably be this and maybe the next chapter of Help Me Out, Doc.
Hell yeah.
Because I need an excuse to write more of that.
You need more excuse to write some friend fiction?
Yeah!
We love friend fiction.
I've been putting a lot of brain power into the Kids on Bikes campaign that I've been running. So,
That's valid.
Yeah, how's that going?
yeah. It's been going really well. We hit a very weird... I've basically been spending the entire campaign up until now building up to this, like, massive fourth wall break.
Okay.
Yeah, they got to this area. There was this, like, weird, like, research and development lab. And they found a machine, and anyone that was in the room near the machine, basically those characters could hear my voice.
Oh,
Nice.
interesting. Very fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds rad as hell.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Nice.
But
Oh, glad it's
it'll-
going well.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll cut things here. If you're watching, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more audio theater, not just finishing up this madness, but also our own self-referential madness. If you've been following that. If you enjoyed yourselves, make sure you click the like button. If you haven't subscribed, now's a very good time to do that. And until next time, we will see you later.
Bye.
Bye.